Welcome back to RidezoneBikes, the channel where two wheels meet passion, performance, and pure adrenaline. Today, we're diving into a machine that's been buzzing through the motorcycle community like a lightning bolt, the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4RR. This is not just another middleweight sport bike, it's a groundbreaking, high-revving, inline-four rocket that brings true supersport DNA into the 400cc class. Whether you're a track enthusiast or a rider looking for a daily dose of excitement, the ZX-4RR is making a lot of noise, and not just from its engine. Stick around as we break down everything from performance, design, features, pricing, and what makes this small displacement supersport a true game changer. Let's start with the soul of this machine. The engine. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4RR is powered by a 399cc, liquid-cooled, stock inline-four. Yes, you heard that right, a four-cylinder engine in a 400cc sport bike. This is a rare breed in today's market, producing a staggering 77 horsepower at 14,500 RPM with ram air and around 72 horsepower without. The ZX-4RR screams all the way to a 15,000 RPM redline that puts it in a class of its own. Unlike the torquey twins you typically see in this segment, the inline-four of the ZX-4RR delivers a uniquely smooth and exhilarating power band that rewards aggressive riding and precise throttle control. It behaves much like a mini ZX-6R but with more approachable power and scalpel-like precision. The power delivery is linear, but the top-end rush is nothing short of addictive. The ZX-4RR comes with a quickshifter up and down, which adds to the racing pedigree and allows for clutchless shifts through the gears. This is especially handy when you're pushing the bike on the track or carving up mountain twisties. Underneath, Kawasaki's high-performance trellis frame and adjustable Showa suspension setup mean the bike doesn't just go fast in a straight line, it corners with absolute confidence. The Showa SFFBP fork up front and a fully adjustable BFRC light shock in the rear straight from the ZX-10R make the bike feel planted, nimble, and incredibly responsive. You can dial it in exactly how you like, whether you're commuting, touring, or hitting apexes on the circuit. Braking is handled by dual 290mm discs with radial mount monoblock calipers up front and a 220mm disc at the rear. Coupled with the dual-channel ABS system, braking is sharp, predictable, and confidence-inspiring. The grip from the stock Dunlop tires complements this well, making sure you're always in control. Now let's talk design, because the ZX-4RR doesn't just perform like a beast, it looks the part too. This bike takes heavy inspiration from the ZX-10R and ZX-6R, with sharp lines, aerodynamic bodywork, and Kawasaki's signature aggressive fairings. The LED headlights are sleek and piercing, with a central ram air intake that gives it a pure race bike aesthetic. It's compact, it's sharp, and it turns heads wherever it goes. From the side, the bike shows off its muscular tank and upward swept tail, accentuated by the high-mounted exhaust that gives it a sporty edge. The riding posture is aggressive but not punishing, perfect for weekend track days and spirited canyon rides alike. Kawasaki has struck a balance between performance, ergonomics, and everyday usability. A standout feature is the 4.3-inch full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Ridezone app. This digital dash gives you access to riding modes, gear position, fuel economy, ride logs, and more. It's crisp, vibrant, and easy to read at a glance. You also get Bluetooth pairing, which means you can receive call and message notifications, log ride data, and update settings all from your phone. Electronics aren't usually a strong suit in the sub-500cc category, but Kawasaki throws that notion out the window with a ZX-4RR. You get a complete suite of rider aids, including Kawasaki traction control with multiple levels, power modes that adjust the engine output, quickshifter, ABS, TFT instrument panel with radiology integration. All of this gives you real customization over how the bike responds to different riding conditions. Whether you're in city traffic, hitting high-speed sweepers, or testing your limits on the track, the ZX-4RR adopts and delivers. Let's not forget the real-world usability. At just around 415 pounds wet, The ZX-4RR is lightweight and manageable in traffic, with a narrow chassis that makes lane filtering a breeze. The clutch is light, the throttle is precise, and the mirrors actually work. The gearing is tall enough to make freeway rides comfortable, and yet the engine never feels lazy. But hit the track or twisty roads, and the personality shifts. The high-revving engine comes alive in the upper rev range, and suddenly you're dancing through corners with a grin plastered on your face. The agility is phenomenal, and because it's so manageable, riders of varying skill levels can enjoy the full range of what this bike offers. Now let's talk about price. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4RR comes in at an MSRP of around $9,899. Depending on your region. That puts it at a premium compared to traditional 400cc bikes like the Ninja 400 or R3A, but you're getting a lot more than a starter bike, with an inline-four engine, adjustable high-spec suspension, electronic rider aids, and track-ready ergonomics. This bike punches way above its weight. It's so true. Many supersport are bridging the gaps between entry-level and full-fledged supersport machines like the ZX6 or a Yamaha R6. So why does the 2025 ZX-4RR matter? What sets it apart? First, it's one of very few inline-four 400cc bikes in modern production. Most manufacturers have abandoned this high-revving engine style and smaller displacements due to cost and emissions regulations. Kawasaki went against the grain and delivered something special, a bike that appeals to both new riders and experienced veterans alike. Second, this is not a beginner bike in the traditional sense. While it's accessible, it's engineered with true supersport DNA. Whether you're stepping up from an Ninja 400 or downsizing from a ZX6R for more real-world usability, the ZX-4RR has something to offer. Third, it's incredibly rare to find this combination of top-tier suspension, electronics, high-revving power, and everyday usability in one package. And it's backed by Kawasaki's rock-solid reliability and extensive dealer network. In a world where bikes are becoming increasingly homogenized, the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4RR is a refreshing jolt of excitement. It's bold, it's fast, it's refined, and it doesn't apologize for being built to thrill. Whether you're a commuter looking to inject some fun into your daily ride, a weekend canyon carver, or a serious track day junkie, the ZX-4RR is more than up for the challenge. If you've been waiting for a lightweight bike that behaves like a proper supersport and doesn't sacrifice technology or performance, yeah, this is it. Thanks for riding with us on RidezoneBikes. If you enjoyed this step dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more high-octane reviews, and let us know in the comments, would you ride the ZX-4RR or wait for the next big thing? Until next time, be a ride safe, ride smart, and keep it pinned.